Well, just like that, guys, winter is here, and we're gonna go test out and review some Stevie gloves. We got the 5-finger 3mm, and then we have the lobster claw 5mm gloves. And these are pretty cool. They have like some stickiness on the palms, which is nice. They also have kind of like the fluid weld seams, so it's kind of like a piece of tape that's over top of all the seams that keeps water out as well. So they're pretty nice gloves. Let's give these things a go. Are the Stevie gloves gonna hold up to other gloves I've used? I think I've used Rip Curl, Quicksilver, a few of the big name brands, but just first glance, they seem pretty awesome. And all the other Stevie stuff I've used is really nice. I think they're gonna work great. And again, the water doesn't get super duper cold around Matt, but every now and then it does. And I've seen more and more people just throw on the gloves, you know, just to have them on, get that little extra bit of warmth. Even with booties, I'll like wear booties even when it's, you know, 59, 60 degrees. And once I put booties on for the season, I usually keep them on. It can be a little challenging when you go from booties to no booties to booties to no booties. You know, gloves aren't that dissimilar, where once you get used to them, they're kind of nice, but then just the overlapping seasons when you first put them on can be kind of a pain. Also, the 5-finger gloves are rated to go as low as 49 degrees Fahrenheit, and the claw 3-finger gloves are rated to go as low as 46 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're gonna really get down there in the lower temps. And I mean, if you're surfing in water that's 45 and below, first off, you're crazy, and second off, you know, you can probably still get away with the claw gloves, but I mean, at that point you're getting near 38 degrees, and by that point, isn't the water just frozen? You probably start wearing gloves right around, I would say, 55 and below. I mean, you could start wearing gloves though even at like 57, 58 if you just really want to have your hands warm. So it really does kind of come down to preference, but once you get, you know, below 55, it really starts kind of becoming a little more mandatory, especially in the 52, 53 and below. Then it's like, all right, you gotta put those gloves on. So it's not that dissimilar to a wetsuit thickness on the rest of your body, where once the water gets cold enough, you adapt and put on the millimeters necessary. And it does seem like that's a pretty short window, but you know, it just is what it is. And when you are surfing in waters that cold, you're gonna know they are required. Guys, don't be fooled, it's bright and sunny, but we have the gloves. First off, I'm gonna ride the 3mm. And actually what's really nice about these two is they're pretty much like smooth skin, which is really good at reflecting kind of wind and even water. The smooth skin material does a better job at keeping you warm, as opposed to not smooth skin, which doesn't do as good of a job. Now to get these on, you know, you want to take your sleeves, roll them up first, and you know, maybe it's obvious, but you want the gloves to go underneath the top of your suit. That's the preferred way. So they go on relatively easy, nice and tight. Like all wetsuit stuff, you want them really tight, because the tighter they are, the warmer you're gonna be, actually, because when they're nice and tight and then the water gets in there, they won't be able to have a bunch of water like moving around. You want that little thin layer right between, and these really fit great. Fingers are hitting right at the top. So you go like that, roll your sleeves up first, because then that makes this part, when you roll them back over, that much easier, as you see. And then you have a nice kind of, you know, seal from the wetsuit, and then the down there is nice and sealed. So that is the preferred method of putting on the gloves. So nice and flat, and this will just roll over top. I am fully decked out here. You can check me out. We'll head to toe. We got all the gear. Let's give these 5-finger 3mm gloves a go in them freezing California waters. Let's go. All right, guys, the 3mm 5-finger gloves worked pretty amazing. I didn't feel like any water get in there, and it's super nice just to have your hands like extremely warm. So great job on these, huh, Stevie? Let's give the claws a go. The 5mm are for like you crazy cold water enthusiasts who just gotta get into your cold water. I couldn't believe how warm my hands were, especially because the day after when I didn't wear gloves, I was like, wow, the water's freezing now. So these are like your hands are in a furnace, so it's pretty amazing. The 5-finger 3mm, I have worn these kind before. I've actually never worn these style of like kind of mint claws before. The 5-fingers I have, and these are comparable to all the other surf brands. They felt really good. Not too much resistance from either. You know, not as extremely warm as these, but still super duper warm. And I really liked the grip. I like the grips on these. I like how, you know, they're essentially all smooth skin besides the palm, which has like the sticky silicone little bead things. They're really nice. Like, they're probably some of the coolest gloves I've seen, considering they have all the seams have the welding over top, so it's like as waterproof as they can be. And I didn't feel really any water coming in, especially these ones are just like your hands in like a little mini furnace. So really impressive. Definitely think they're great for all your cold water needs. Once that water is getting into the mid-low 50s and you're in the 40s, it's like can't really beat them. So definitely check them out. If you want to watch my Stevie 2mm short arm full review, you can click right here. Or if you want to watch my Stevie board shorts and surf shirt review, click right here. Smash like, hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. Till next time, peace.